It's the Liberty Hockey One weekly wrap. Round 6 is in the books. Liam Ellison and Kin Smith to run you through it. And Kin started off in the nation's capital on Friday night as HC Melbourne came to town.
Yeah, two incredibly tight games here with some quality goals, and it started with this one from Craig Murray threading that needle.
2-1, and this was the first time this season that the Canberra Chill fell. They came into the round undefeated with a 4-zip record.
Yeah, brilliant skills there from Cooper Burns before the rebound sets up Connor Otterback, and this from Kaito Tanaka got his team back in it, scored one of the goals of the season earlier in the year, and Kaito back on the score sheet before Johan Durst in the net for HC Melbourne.
What a boon that is for Hockey Club Melbourne. Johan Durst, you think the week before as well on that 4-4 draw. Without him, I think there could have been some points that they didn't quite receive this season. And then it was on to the women where HC Melbourne also prevailed, completing the double 3-2.
Yeah, incredibly close with the quality goal from Hannah Cotter there, followed up by the conversion. But the Canberra Chill really started to mount a fight back, and it started through some of their experienced imports, and this was Ali Raya absolutely turning on the Jets.
That's phenomenal play, jinking down the sideline to set up this goal.
Lauren Yee there, just on the back post, able to tap that one home. And not only that, she followed it up with this superb conversion past Renee Hunter in the net. Look at the whiz she gets on that ball, and then the celebration to boot.
Then the winner came for Hockey Club Melbourne from the penalty corner.
Yeah, Hannah Gravenel getting the touch there, set up by Ash Utri.
And then it was over to Adelaide on Saturday night, where the New South Wales Pride, especially in the first half, had themselves a party.
Yeah, starting to build incredibly nicely, and this was an ominous sign. 8 goals past an Adelaide Fire unit that really are better than what their ladder position belies. But New South Wales just starting to build towards Hobart, and you see them scoring, all of their major players getting involved. And as they start to get back to full strength, it really is an opportunity for them to show what they do best, which is putting heaps of goals in the net.
Yeah, Michaela Jones had 3 on the evening. They led 7-0 at half-time, so it could have been a lot uglier.
Yeah, and it looks like they're just starting to find their form. Mac Jones there with a great finish as she bursts into the circle. And this one started by Hannah French and off the rebound as well to close it out.
Terrific evening for the Pride women. Then it was over to the men. This was almost the game of the round, Ken.
Yeah, it was. It was an arm wrestle at the start, 0-0 at half-time before Michael Taylor breaks the deadlock with that drag flick. And it was the fight back that came from the Adelaide Fire that really was the story of the round. And it started with this penalty corner conversion before moving on to one of the finishes of the season.
Yeah, and it was the first victory of the season for the Adelaide Fire. Landon Morley was the hero down the stretch.
There was a lot of noise throughout the week, and they talked about it afterwards in the interview about the legitimacy of their place in the competition with the Adelaide Fire showing what they do bring to the Liberty Hockey One and able to fight back, and this was the sealer.
It sure was. Landon Morley got there on the back post, and how about the celebration, Kin? We've loved it over the last fortnight.
LeBron James through the attacking D, and see just the point to the crowd showing their quality.
Highly entertaining in the 59th minute. Then it was Perth and the Brisbane Blaze, a 6-6 draw, Kin.
High scoring and 2 of the best teams that I think the competition has ever seen. And it was the start by the Brisbane Blaze that was the talk. High pressure, high quality, and starting to put the ball in net before the Perth Thundersticks found their groove.
Lexi Pickering put away 5 for Perth. There's Matty Fitzpatrick getting on the board. They were led by Dale Dawkins, who got involved early on.
It ended up going to the shootout and had to take 8 shootouts from each team to decide the winner, and this was it from Courtney Chanel.
He was terrific as well with 2 assists to set up Pickering, and they get the job done in this shootout. They finish their season 5 wins and a draw and a penalty shootout win, and then over to the men where the Blaze had to get the job done, Kin.
Yeah, just a really must-win or go home situation for the Brisbane Blaze. They had to get it done, and they had to get it done in regular time. No shootout would see them have an opportunity to go to Hobart. And it was one of these little interceptions from Jaden Atkinson that started to set up the comeback from the Blaze. Jacob Anderson there really starting to find his groove late in the season, which is ominous for other teams as he had a hat-trick. Jake Harvey, Tom Harvey linking up there for the game. But this cat and mouse, the change between the pace of the play was exceptional to watch before the Blaze took it home in the end.
They did. Jacob Anderson getting on the board there. They led 2-1 at three-quarter time, the Blaze. Perth tied it up at 2 apiece. And then it came down to this. Brisbane were good in the final 10 minutes.
That's exactly right. And here are the ladders.
The women's first off, and the Perth Thundersticks, we knew they were going to be top of the table. They consolidate with a massive goal difference.
Yeah, it does look like that top four is relatively secure, and so we look forward to the matchups for the semi-final weekend. There's a very outside chance HC Melbourne, but it would take some spectacular results.
And this is wide open. The Blaze and the Pride currently outside the finals mix.
All eyes look to next weekend. HC Melbourne take on the Tassie Tigers, and the Brisbane Blaze will be watching that to see, should results fall their way, they can go to Adelaide on the Saturday and potentially play for a spot in Hobart the weekend after. We really couldn't ask for any more.
And the Perth Thundersticks, well, I think they had this sewn up last weekend, didn't they? The one Hockey Cup ladder. Of course, both games combined on the evening. It sees them ahead, and they will take that out in season 2024. That's a wrap for round 6. Liberty Hockey 1 weekly wrap. 1 round to go on the home and away season. Then we're off to Hobart for the finals. Looking forward to it. We'll see you then.